Everybody, this week we're going to do another Kamen Rider toy review, so let's get started. Henshin! Again, this is KY Condition News, and like I said, we're doing another Kamen Rider toy review. And this is again from the latest, newest Kamen Rider series, Kamen Rider Built. And this is a DX Hazardous Trigger. And technically this is the next form for Kamen Rider Built. And this is technically Kamen Rider Built Hazard Form, you can call it. So far, of all the forms, I really dig this form. It's like this kind of like, it's like an intense, it's pretty much his regular form. It's just been kind of intensified a little, you can say. And it's been kind of, it's black. It's a little shaped a little bit different, but it's pretty cool, especially when he transforms and loses control. Oh, but that's a whole story. So yeah, this review we're going to do of this one. And if you guys haven't seen the episodes yet, you gotta watch them. You know, so like I said, this is his newest form so far. I know it's going to change every day. He's going to get a new form again. You know, that's one of the gimmicks of this series. It's like, this is so far, I think, the most forms I've ever seen. But pretty much this form is like a berserk, like a, you could say it's kind of like a intense form, and it increases his power, his strength, and everything. But there's also a kind of like a consequence of using this. Or if he stays on it too long, he goes loses his mind, or in other words, he goes berserk. And when that happens, he just completely shuts down. He doesn't know what he's doing. He just goes on attack phase. He just not stops randomly fighting. It's really cool. Really, it's really cool the way every time they do it, he just stops moving, and then you see, whoops, sorry, his you see the inside his brain just trigger this attack phase mode. But yeah, it's really cool. I'm getting sidetracked here. All right, so let's look at the box. Yeah, again, you can see him here, his hazard form. He looks so cool. Like I said, I really like this. You see the box, and you see pretty much all the stuff you can do with this form, tells you. And then you see right there, it shows you hazardous trigger, and then pretty much hazardous trigger button, and yeah, pretty much that's it. And then right there you see him again. So let's open this baby up and get a better look at the toy itself. Again, this is a small toy, so it doesn't have an on and off switch. This is like around the right size. It should have an on and off switch, so again, hate that. So then let's take the plug up. Pretty much I'd say it's on. So you're only going to hear, I think, two sounds when it's in this mode by itself like this. So you pretty much open the switch. And that's the second sound you're going to hear. And in order to stop this, you can wait for it. And eventually it does die out. Or just press this. And the pretty much speakers is right here, you guys can see. And there's the barcode. If you live in Japan, you can use this. But yeah, that's it. It's not quite as accurate when it comes to the paint wise on the show. The show is actually chrome red, and this is all the pipes are silver, you know. But yeah, this is pretty cool. I love any gimmick in a Kamen Rider series that has this kind of button, like in Kamen Rider Foze, his final form switch, Astro Switch has the button. I love that, so I'm happy that has something like this. I love any gimmick Kamen Rider stuff that has this. All right, so let's test it with the belt. So let me add it. It goes. Actually, I'm gonna do it this way because it's actually better, more TV accurate, I guess. And to do it. let's do that again, but the reason I'm going to show you guys, because this actually moves. I never noticed that until now, so let's actually get a better look at this little rotating thing. Pretty much what you guys can see when I zoom in. But yeah, actually that's cool how they added that gimmick to it. It's just funny, I never noticed that. So yeah, so let's do his first attack. So that's the basic attack with this, and then to trigger his kind of, when he goes kind of berserk mode and he loses conscious, he pushes his button right here and it does that kind of like he's in a you know, berserk mode. Really awesome beat. Okay, now when you do that tag again, it actually adds an extra sound effect. So that's pretty much it. Now, I'm not going to do the whole, like, trying in other sounds because you've probably seen that so many times already, but it's just, it's the same thing. It's just added with the other trigger sounds like the sparkling bottle, you know, pretty much the DX Rabbit Sparkle Tank, blah, blah, blah. But other full bottles, the same thing. It just adds the gimmick with it. It's pretty much the same kind of sounds effects. I just wanted you guys to see this exact thing by itself. So let's talk about price range and where did I get mine. So of course, always in the end of the video. I got mine for about I think $15, and shipping was about $7, so in total it was like $22, and that's not a bad deal because I actually bought it for Japan retail price. And there are those websites online that do sell it for Japan retail price, so you should definitely check it out. If you decide to buy it on eBay, you are going to pay more. eBay, I seen it for about $23, but that's not including shipping. That's another $13 or $14. The highest I seen it goes $43. So yeah, that's pretty expensive. So the good and the bad. The bad is it's a simple gimmick toy. It doesn't have an on and off switch. It doesn't trigger that much like a difference when it comes to sound effects. So you know, if you're looking for like a whole new kind of activation, it's basic. So that's the only bad thing I can see out of it. You know, that's just those little things. Now the good thing is, for me myself, if you're a fan of the show, if definitely you're a fan of this form, it's a definite must-have because it's really cool. And for you know, personal reasons, I love the whole design, especially the whole line and button, the whole little switch here, the whole hazardous, you know, level. I just love it. I love gimmicks like this. Not all the time, but like I said, usually stuff like designs like this, I really do love it, and I really do dig this form. I really dig the whole that he goes berserk and he shuts down. And so yes, that's the reason I get it. So if you're a fan of the show and you're a fan of this form, get it. But if you're just getting it because you think it's going to trigger like a lot of more sound effects and, you know, to just add to collection, it's more like a 50-50 this toy. So the good thing about this toy, I don't think it's going to go for that high. It's going to be more like always going to be the same. But there is that little chance it could go for expensive after the series ends. I honestly don't see that happening, but there's just that little slight chance it could happen, but I doubt it. But yeah, so that's it about this video. So I hope you enjoyed this. This is Mr. Shido signing out at K-Writing Continue with the latest tours of Kamen Riders. Listen to anime and comic book TV. Also, you should focus on Matsuko Kaiji. Goodbye.